African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards is an annual accolade presented by MultiChoice recognizing outstanding achievement in television and film. The inaugural African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards ceremony was held in Lagos State in Nigeria on 9th of March 2013 and has grown to be one of the most recognized award ceremonies in Africa.
Over 15 years ago, African Magic launched one channel, but over the 15 years, we have launched 7 distinct channels, to contribute to the brand and to contribute to the growth of African cinema and African entertainment. It was also in this vein that the AMVCAs were conceived in 2013, to celebrate the incredible talent in the African film and TV industry, and the amazing work and the amazing people who do the work behind and in front of the cameras, to always keep telling the authentic African stories. One of our goals as MultiChoice was to positively impact Africa's creative industries, and I am proud to say that in our 29 years of existence, we have stayed true to that vision. We have invested over $500 million in the promotion of local content from 2015 to 2021 alone. And through platforms like the AMVCAs and the MultiChoice Talent Factory, we are building systems that contribute significantly to positively shape Africa's creative industry.
One of the unique things about especially this year's edition is that it's now a fully blown Pan-African award. It's no longer just about celebrating films from Nigeria or Nollywood. And the one thing I can tell you, and I say this because, quite frankly, trust me, I do know this, that the integrity of the process is something that you would, if you understand, you would really, really be proud of.
It has been broadcasted live in more than 50 countries, and entries into the award ceremony are films and TV series that have been aired in the previous year. This year is no different, as the press conference for the 2022 AMVCA Awards held on the 17th of March 2022 at the Lagos Marriott Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos.
It's really exciting to be here, honestly, because this is not just going to be about the awards and the films, which is, of course, at the heart of the AMVCAs. But this 8th edition is going to be really special because it's going to be 8 days of amazingness.
Proud to be here at the press conference of the 8th African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards. For us, the African Magic is a very prestigious platform set up to recognize and celebrate the amazing talent that we have on the African continent.
Super excited to partner with the AMVCAs this time around because it offers us the platform to further amplify one of our biggest passion point, the passion point of lifestyle. This is an avenue again for us as a brand, we notice, to continue to reinforce our credential as a brand that caters not just to the refreshment need of our consumer, but also to connect, resonate, and drive that lifestyle and culture.
This year's AMVCA is quite a unique one in the sense that for the very first time it's going to be 8 solid and full days of activities, comprising fashion, food, we're looking at digital space and all the works, where it's a celebration of everything African culture. And the unique thing about, the AMVCA, judging from my experience this particular year, is that the process is very, very thorough. Whoever wins an AMVCA can rest assured that they're truly the best in their category.
It's been a long time coming from 2020, where we had our last edition of the AMVCAs, the 7th edition. And the 2 years has given us more perspective. We have sat back, looked at the awards, and looked at how much more we could be doing, and we've come up with the 8 days of celebrating the diverse culture, African culture. We're celebrating fashion, we're celebrating music, we're celebrating food from across the continent, and of course we're celebrating our creative industry, that's the filmmakers themselves. So every day from the 7th of May to the 14th of May, there is a day dedicated to an industry within the creative industry who play a significant role towards Awards, the African Magic Viewers Choice Awards. So this year it's bigger, it's better. We're rewarding more. We have a new category that has been added this year. That's the best digital content creator, because we do need to recognize, our content creators. Those 1-minute skits and 5-minute skits we watch, it takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of information there about the AMVCA press conference. And of course, the nominees have been released online, yeah?
Yes, this was prior, just a day before the nominees were revealed. Yeah. And AMVCA has, there was no AMVCA last year due to, I think it was COVID.
Yes. COVID,
due to COVID and all of that. So a number of people have been waiting for it, and the list is out.
Yeah. So some really key things to note, like for instance, the nominees for Best Director has 3 ladies in it, and I found that very significant, being International Women's Month and all. I will mention Bolanle Austin Peters, nominated for Collision Course. We also have Mildred Okwo for La Femme Anjola, and Hamisha Diyani from Namaste Wahala. If you remember that, the Bollywood/Nollywood blend. Yeah, that was such a great movie to watch, actually. So there's quite a lot to look out for. Nominations for makeup, lighting, sound, best documentary, best writer, everything.
So I would, for AMVCA has done quite well for the industry, and kudos to them. They've done quite a very nice job. A number of movies where it had multiple nominations. I know that Nneka the Pretty Serpent, multiple.
Queen Amina
as well.
Yeah, Hannah, Rattlesnake, multiple. Amina, multiple. Quite a number of them, multiple. But, the difference between what we do here and the Oscars, there's a major difference, which a number of people have tried to compare this with the Oscars, and they are quite 2 entirely different things. This is a Viewer's Choice Awards. So that means that if you are nominated, at this point around, it depends on votes. And not votes based on members or
of an academy
or members of an industry. This is a public vote.
But the Directors Award, however, is actually closed. It's not public.
Okay, it's not public. So I know there are 1 or 2 awards that will happen. Also, I think the Trailblazer Award, which is supposed to be for the latest buzz in town and all of that. So it's quite different in that regard, because a number of people have criticized the AMVCA, but you have to understand, when you understand this, then you'll probably be a little bit less critical of what they do.
There's also a brand new
category for skit makers,
or social media content creators.
So we have actually that. We have Mr. Macaroni for that one on his multi-personality disorder. We had Kayamata, different of them, and Tauma, of course. And I think that's actually very interesting and. Considering the fact that we're in a social media age, and of course, this really short skits also classify as movies or films in their own right, and they're actually doing really well.
They're the ones that have the buzz. When you think about it, how much of content we consume on social media. They are the boss. If somebody wants to get word out there, get a skit maker, get somebody out to do it. So I think that, when it comes to that, more people who have seen the skits than they have seen the movies.
I was about to even say that. I've seen more skits than I've seen
than you've seen movies and all of that. And then you have favorites and all this. So that's cool, and that's a good one.
Very key. So I'm wondering, who's going to come out on top. Of course, we're going to do everything possible to bring the winners of the awards on set, as we always do. We've had so many of them come on set after the fact, even before the fact, and we've been able to actually connect with these actors, directors, producers on another level to find out what their inspiration is, what keeps them going, even though there's so many challenges in the industry that have been holding them back.
This particular one actually got me because, presently I'm still running a course and producing. And that actually, because most of these movies were understudied, right, at school and things like that. So we actually watched them in class, and we actually were told certain things to look out for, what makes great movies, what literally kills movies. And it's amazing to actually see that some of these movies we actually studied actually did get nominated for those things we actually paid particular attention to. For instance, a movie like Amina, for instance, the costuming, the art direction, it was actually exquisite. You look at those little details that probably people generally don't look at or they actually overlook. So I mean, of course, the MVCAs have actually done their bits. But however, I must talk about the fact that certain movies were expected, no, I won't say expected, actually expected, right? Because some castmates of mine anticipated to be on the list, but they actually weren't there.
Why was King of Boys not there in any way?
That particular one.
This is not the first time there has been talk of, I don't know, some sort of boycotting or something, I don't know. But this is like the second year where something, where Kemi Adetibas put up something and we don't hear anything from that.
About it.
I would really love to find out why. You know that. But then this is a project that is noteworthy because you look at it now. When you look at, there are some movies that they say these ones are made for award kind of movies. And then there's some movies that have the buzz. You know, so what awards is that there's a mixture of both. There are movies that are critically acclaimed by industry experts, and then there are those that are audience acclaimed. And most of the time, they're not the same. That a movie is acclaimed by critics doesn't mean that the audience will take to it. In fact, most times, the highest critically acclaimed movies are not really accepted by the audience. And then the only movie that broke that trend is movies directed by arguably the best producer and director in the world, James Cameron. And that had to do with Avatar, the Titanics, and all of that. He's the one that will do a movie that the critics will do, and the audience will do.
That's export the international market. Let's talk about Nigeria. Like considering the fact, considering where Nollywood is coming from. Right?
You also, I feel like you also can have a mix of both. There are some movies we actually look down, and those are the exquisite movies that the critics will say the audience will also say
At this point, we have to say congratulations to all the nominees of the AMVCAs. We can't wait to see who comes out on top. But once you're on that list, you're already a winner. At this point, we're going to take a quick break. Wake Up Nigeria continues.